Your 1200 calorie diet is the reason you are not losing weight. Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm a registered dietitian and a yoga teacher. And here we are today to talk about why you might be at a weight loss plateau and some things you can do to help encourage progress. If you've been stuck at the same weight for months while eating 1200 calories or even 1500 calories every single day and grinding out cardio, I have some news that might make you want to throw your scale out the window. You are not failing your diet. Your diet is failing your biology. Today, I'm showing you why eating less is actually telling your body to store more and how we're going to fix your metabolism using yoga and mindful nutrition. So calories in does not always equal calories out. And here are the reasons why. Number one, it's nearly impossible to calculate calories accurately. All calorie calculators you find online rely on averages, and so at best, they are only an estimate. Number two, your metabolic rate, or how much energy you use at rest, varies pretty greatly from person to person. And not only that, your metabolic rate will change along with your body composition. So if you start your weight loss journey with a certain body composition, as you lose weight, you're changing that body composition. You might be gaining muscle and losing fat, or maybe you're just losing weight overall and fat mass and lean mass are kind of have maintained equal. As you lose that weight, your basal metabolic rate changes along with that to accommodate your new body's needs. Number three, calculating calories in food is far from accurate. And nutrition labels can be off by up to 20%, give or take. So it could be off by up to 20% more calories than is on the label. It can also be wrong by 20% below calories. And the reason for this is because our bodies metabolize calories differently based on our own lifestyles and body composition, but also because, again, labels are averages. They are a very scientific guess at what the calories are in that food, but they can be wrong. Number four, not all calories are created or consumed equally. This is what I was hinting at actually in number three. What is shown on your calorie calculator is not necessarily a direct reflection of what is actually absorbed by your body. For example, when you're eating nuts, let's say almonds or cashews, your body doesn't absorb all the calories in there because the fiber that is present in that food. So fiber is something that is not digestible and our bodies can't break it down. And so therefore it is not calories. When you're eating something that says a quarter cup of nuts is about 180 calories on average. And so when you're eating that food, your body's not actually taking in 180 calories. It might be taking in only 160 or maybe 170. But there was a study done on cashews in particular, and for when studying cashews, it showed that up to 16% of the calories of cashews are not absorbed by your body. While that's great if you're counting calories, it's also kind of frustrating because now you have to factor that in when you're calculating your calories in versus calories out. It becomes a nightmare. And number five, our bodies naturally disrupt this calories in, calories out formula. Again, this is something that kind of reflects back on point number two, in that when you sustain low calorie intake for an extended period of time, your body goes back into balance. It wants to. It always wants homeostasis. Essentially, our bodies want to go into balance at all times. And so when our intake of food is low for an extended period of time, all of a sudden our bodies are like, okay, this is all the food that's available, so we need to slow down everything else in order to survive, right? Our bodies want us to survive, and so we slow down everything else so that we're not using as much muscle, we're not moving our bodies as much, we might become more tired. And again, it's because our bodies say, hey, we only have so much food around, so we got to slow everything down so we don't overexert ourselves and starve. So this is why you feel tired on a low-calorie diet, especially when coupled with exercise. You're not eating enough for your basal metabolic rate, your baseline needs of living, right? You're exercising, and so you're going into this kind of starvation mode. And ultimately what this is doing is this is signaling to your body that food is scarce and we need to store every possible thing that we consume. So fat storage goes up, but also our stress response has increased. And what happens when our stress response increases? Cortisol increases. And what does cortisol do? It stores fat in the body. So if fat loss is what you are looking for, low calories and high exercise are not your friend. You want to get yourself into a consistent energy intake where your body is fueled and it has what it needs to not only survive, but to thrive and to build muscle. When we build muscle, we are telling our bodies that food is abundant and we are ready to kind of strengthen ourselves and support ourselves. So let's talk about cortisol just a little bit more. So as I mentioned, when we're stressed and all of this, so our calories are low and we're over exercising, our body holds onto visceral fat, which is belly fat, right? So it's this midsection fat, and this midsection fat, this visceral fat can lead to other things like diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, cholesterol, all these things. So, but it's a protective mechanism. Our bodies are doing this to save ourselves. And so what we have to do is we have to reteach our bodies that we are indeed trying to protect them. And so what we have to do is regulate our nervous system, because once our stress response goes down, our body gets out of that fight or flight response, cortisol comes back into balance, and then we can move forward with our new healthy habits. So a regulated nervous system burns more fat efficiently than a starving one. Okay, that's the big takeaway here. How do we do this? So a couple tips here. Number one is to find balance in exercise and include at the very least 1 full day of rest per week. If you can do 2, great. If you can do 3, great, right? We don't have to be pushing ourselves to the limit every single day in our workouts in order to see gains. 3 or 4 workouts per week, even 30 minutes of dedicated focus can get you to the results that you want, okay? We don't need to burn out in order to succeed, okay? Rest days are important. Alternating types of exercises are important. The second bullet point here says, learn to eat with intention and mindfulness. This is something that I specialize in, of learning to listen to your body's cues. This is not just mindful eating and tasting all the things and using all your senses and all that. Like, while that's all good and well, what I'm talking about is learning to listen to your body's cues. Kids are fantastic at this, but unfortunately, as we grow, we learn to push our body's signals to the side because of convenience or time or, all these other things, right? So reconnecting with yourself and learning to listen to your body's natural cues is huge for sustained weight loss and health overall. And finally, include at least 1 session of mindful movement per week. So this is not going to a new HIIT class that you have been wanting to try. This is slow, intentional movement. It could be a walk outside in a local forest preserve. It could be a gentle yoga class, not a power vinyasa where you're using weights. Not talking about that. I'm talking gentle stretching, foam rolling, walking. It can get your heart rate up, but I don't want it to be something that is intense and powerful. I want it to be something that is gentle and balances all the intense power that you put into your workouts. So finally, my method is all about adding in things to crowd out the unnecessary. So stop using willpower as an excuse and set yourself up for success. Don't rely on willpower, because willpower will get you nowhere, okay? Willpower happens when you've already built up the reserves and the strength and the joy in working out and eating healthy. That's when willpower works. Willpower does not work when you're just starting out and you're creating this whole new lifestyle for yourself and you're learning all the things, and it can feel overwhelming. And then you're like, but I just don't have the willpower to do it. Of course you don't. You're not there yet. So set yourself up for success by creating small, achievable habits and goals that will lead you up to the top of the mountain that you want to climb, knowing that there are valleys along the way. Instead of cutting out more things, I can't have this, this is bad, this is no good, I don't want this, this is gross, right? Like, no more talk like that. Instead of cutting out more and using negative talk, we're going to focus on adding nutrient-dense foods. So not, I can't have cake. We're just not even gonna talk about it, right? We're gonna say, oh, let me add in some, oh, I didn't pack a fruit today for my lunch. Let me grab a piece. Or, oh man, I love having a sandwich with my lunch. Instead of fries today, I think I'm gonna go with carrots and hummus. I don't know, I'm just pulling things out of thin air. But you see my point. It's not, I can't have fries. It's like, I'm going to choose something else instead today. And every today will grow. And every now and then, todays will happen when fries are the best option. Or insert whatever your favorite food is that society is deemed unhealthy, right? It's not about health and unhealth. It's about the consistent growth in eating food that fuels you, right? And makes you feel alive, okay? Not just about what tastes good. Next, add nervous system regulation. So find something that helps you like exhale, right? So yoga is not for it's not for everybody, right? So I love yoga. It's the thing that makes me take that deep breath. So find something that makes you feel like when you're doing this thing, you just go, oh, I needed that, right? Maybe it's a massage. Maybe it's a fresh haircut, like something that lets your shoulders drop, right? We all walk around so tense and so tight, but you do these things. This is what self-care is, right? You do these things to drop your shoulders and you're like, yes, that is what I needed today. So find something like that and add it into your routine. And as I mentioned, adding will naturally help fizzle out all the unnecessary extra that you're telling yourself that you need. Because at the end of the day, health and wellness is about balance, and it's about finding what works for you in your lifestyle and your goals. All of that being said, I have created a 7-day reset called Listen to Your Body. And it's specifically for women who are tired of starving. Hello, 1,200 calorie diet and cardio all the time, right? So this course is waiting for you inside my free school community, which all the links are down below. But you can also click the link in the description and join my community, which is all about no diets, and kind of help yourself get out of this survival mode and into feeling like yourself again and into thriving. And this school community has other people on here who are on a similar journey with different lifestyles, and we kind of work together to collaborate and build and grow in our own respective lifestyles together. So yeah, I hope to see you over there, first of all, but at the very least, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found a little nugget of inspiration or an idea that came to mind. And if you did, please comment it down below, and let me know something that inspired you in this video, or a little bit of information that you found really helpful. And as always, give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more content like this. I will be posting a new video every single Thursday. And so yeah, I hope you join and come along for the ride, and I'll see you in the next video.